Hey all, I'm here with a X-Wing battle bot. Taking up my Scum is going to try and take on some rebels. It's a basic 100 points tournament style game. So here's my list, and I'm taking Boba Fett, and with that it's a K4 security droid, so if I do any green maneuvers, I get a free lock on. I get an expose, which is basically an action, and that allows me to drop my agility by 1 but increase my firepower by 1. This is quite handy with the slave one because it's got some unusual fire arcs, so I can get into a good place to use it. And then I also have some proton torpedoes on board. And then I have one of the special character ones. I can't see his name here. He's not the one I use very often, who can take a focus or an evade from someone. And he's got himself some missiles. And then Nadura, or whatever he is, the lone wolf style guy, he's got opportunists, some more bloody missiles. I think he's got the homing missiles and a stealth device just to give him extra cover because he's normally fighting by himself. So my opponent's brought along a rookie X-Wing, Taicho with the A-Wing and Push the Limit, and the YT 2400 I think it's called, and that's the one which ignores the asteroids, and with that it's got a gunner and the heavy laser. So the game starts out pretty friendly. My Slave 1 and the Headhunter there is going to go relatively slowly. It gives me a chance for the lone wolf guy, Nadru, just to swing out on the far side to come in on the flank. At the end of the next turn, there's a bit of a bump here as my opponent misjudged where his A-Wing was going to end up, and got in the way of himself there with his Outrider, which did a barrel roll, I believe, to get into that position. But other than that, we moved up, as you can see. We opened fire a bit, and there's a little bit of shield damage done around, but nothing more. So on we go, and now it's quite a mess turning up here, as I managed to predict where he's going to go with his Outrider. I managed to block him there with my little Z95. My other Headhunter comes in, ready to fire on the X-Wing, and my Slave 1 just shoots on past, out of arc, so he's just going to use the expose ability, just to give him that extra bit of firepower at close range against the YT 2400. So, opening fire, he only manages 1 dodge, and I managed to get 3 hits through, and did some serious damage there to his Outrider. I think that was a combined fire of both Taicho and the Outrider. Managed to take out my little Z95 in the centre there, but I'd already made sure he fired with torpedoes. That first round of firing was done, I did with all the torpedoes from both my Slave 1 and my Z95. So that was all out, so no real loss there. No, that must have been ordered the A-Wing. That's sod's law. So the Outrider opened fire on my Slave 1 here. Manages 3 damage through to my 1 dodge I managed. So it's more shields peppered off me. Nadru does his stuff. 5 attacks. I believed he had a lock on the X-Wing there. Managed to hit with all 5 with the rerolls to no dodges and take out the X-Wing in a blaze of glory there. So that's how it's looking at the end of that turn. Quite a deadly turn for both players. Okay, so I do a K turn there with the Slave 1, which is now primed nicely to open fire on the A-Wing there. Nadru comes up to engage at close range. With his abilities on, he's out of range of a friendly, so he should be getting the 5 attack dice again. So that's 2 basic, plus 1 for his lone warrior ability, close range for 4, and he also has the opportunist, so that's why I got 5 last time. Taicho, on the other hand, was starting to annoy me with his ability. He managed to put in 2 shots against me, but I managed to dodge 1 and a shield save the other. In return, I opened fire on the little A-Wing, and unfortunately he managed no dodges at all to my 2 hits, so that's going to cost him a shield and 1 of his evade tokens. And I thought it was going to be all over here for Nadru, but the Outrider managed 3 hits on me. I only managed to dodge once, but just gets rid of my 2 shields, and that's probably also my stealth device gone as well, Nadru. He then fires back, and do you know what? For a long while I've been thinking about getting rid of this chap. He's done really well in this game, so he's definitely in for a while. So that is, I think I've got 3 hits out of the 5, and I think he dodges 2 of them. So I've got another shield. I think all his shields are gone now, so that might have gone to damage. Oh, it's actually 1 evade there. It might only be 1 evade there. So yeah, that's good. 2 hits gone through, which is 2 criticals. And yeah, that was 2 criticals for it. So he's got now suffering from a weapons malfunction, which reduces firepower for his primary weapon by 1. And structural damage, which I can't remember what that one did. Oh, I think that actually might be the agility's reduced by 1 as well. So at the end of the turn, it's looking something like that, and it's not looking too bad for me at the moment, though Nadru is in a bit of a precarious situation. If I can just get Boba Fett back into the fight and just do a couple of shots on that Outrider, that would be fantastic. So the next flyby, we're starting to look something like this. Yeah, it's starting to. I didn't really position well. I think Nadru was just trying to get out of the way. Luckily, at the moment, he can get a shot on against the A-Wing. Whatever shooting that round happened didn't do very much. So in the next round, we're looking something like this. This is where things go bad for Boba Fett. Yeah, that little tiny far corner there is unfortunately covering the asteroid. I didn't take any damage, but it also means I can't shoot, which is rather annoying, so I've got some nice shots there of the Outrider. So Taicho opened fire on Nadru. Nadru managed to complete 2 dodges. Yeah, 2 dodges there, that's correct. So only suffers from 1 damage. He's now got 1 damage remaining. While the Outrider has a pop shot at the Slave 1 there. And he manages to get another hit through. My poor Slave 1 unable to fire at anything. So Nadru has a shot against the A-Wing there. He get 2 hits on him. He managed to roll up a dodge, and he's also got an evade there. He's struggling there because obviously even though he's at close range, he's got friendlies within range band 1 or 2, so he's not getting his best effects. And because it's Taicho, he's always getting 2 actions each turn. Because the stress doesn't matter. As you can see, he's got 4 stress behind him at the moment, and he's always at least putting a focus or a evade on it, so I'm not having the chance to use opportunist either. So at the end of the next movement phase, we've got Slave 1 again. I looked at this, I thought he's going to go in behind me. I thought, perfect, I'll try and line up a rear shot. So I did a nice green bank to the left. I thought that would be ideal. I'll get a free lock on. I might use my expose ability and take out the Outrider. But what I just end up doing is clipping that ruddy asteroid. Again, I didn't take any damage, which is all good. But unfortunately, I won't be firing this time. So, what a bloody nightmare. So the A-Wing opened fire upon the Slave 1. Thankfully, I've got that little bit of asteroids, closest point to closest point. Blocking the way, so I get 3 agility and doesn't take any damage. And then the Outrider is unable to do any damage anywhere else due to the fact that he's only down to firepower 1 at the moment. And Nadru managed to survive the incoming shots, because what my opponent did forget was the area effect. Heavy laser is not a primary weapon, thus doesn't get the turret ability. So yeah, he forgot about that, but never mind. Misses that, and then Nadru opens fire and takes out the Outrider, and that was the end of our time. So that was left with Boba Fett and Nadru, and 1 Taicho left. It was a good game. Really enjoyed it. Oh, wow, it was going wrong there towards the end with Boba Fett going over the ruddy asteroids. That was a bit unfortunate, but didn't need him, thankfully, and yeah, most enjoyable.
Hey guys, I'm starting to get some of the prizes ready for the next giveaway. To find out more about the giveaway, check out my last video about the winners and that. You should find something there. What you're going to have to do and how many subscribers I need. So at the moment I've got the Saga rulebook with all 4 battle boards, some Viking dice, and some President Cross Christian faction dice. Okay guys, cheers.
So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully I'll see you soon. We actually have a special club night coming up for some X-Wing. We've got a local X-Wing supplier turning up. Who's going to show us more of the competitive side of X-Wing, I think. And they're also going to bring along some Rebel Assault. So I might get some photographs of that up. See what you think. Okay, guys. Until the next time. Thou Alice.